Hello there, Leo. This is Miss Joan of Miss Jones Chair on the Hill and Lady J of Lady J's Pirate Readings, which is going to be the new name. Haha! Yay! Exciting, very new. And I am going to be reading for you about the 7th through the 13th. We have the 3 cards in front of us from the overview video, and I am indeed continuing to show you all the cards. So fabulous. The guiding card for your month is Fire, which speaks of action, intensity, and pushing yourself a little bit further. So good news. This is excellent stuff. We like to have vitality in the mix, and that's really what fire is all about. Intensity, vitality, all of those. Really good stuff. I like that. We have these pre-programmed cards from the Alleyman's Tarot, and we are going to go ahead and lay them out for you, and we will get more information about the original 3 cards. So let's see what we have here. Okay, we are talking to you, Leo, about the fact that for the 7th through the 13th, we have the solar plexus card, speaking of you dealing with emotions and that area of your body which is just below your heart. 3rd chakra speaks to growing up pain, old-timey pain, things that remind you of childhood, or even just in the somewhat distant past or recent past that were part of our the stingy ones, the stingy pains, the stingy lessons we learn in life, the ones that cause emotional frustration and pain or humiliation end up stored here. And we can choose to hang on to them, or we can clear them, and we can get rid of them. So sometimes they're just up for review, and they get triggered again, and we go, oh, great, I remember that humiliation. Nobody wants to go back to that. Nobody wants to feel that feeling again. But you sometimes have to if you're revisiting those behaviors that got you there. And that's kind of what we're going through right now, and that's a drag. We have the 6 of Swords, showing us that there's part of you that wants to help other people. And I'm really seeing you wanting to share the experience with someone smaller, if only to influence them in learning how to do it themselves. There's a teaching and learning situation going on here. And I really feel like if you do put yourself in a position where you can use your power to help other people, it is in an effort to show this smaller person right here how to do it, so that they are indeed going to be learning by example. And it fills your heart to do it anyway, but the reality that you're going to do it and be watched makes you want to do it with mass integrity, right? And as you do it with massive integrity, you just really want it to be a good deal, right? You want to help somebody in a really good way, and it'll be really beautiful, all right? So that's fun. And this is the dark sun, which is telling me that there is indeed, whatever you're doing here, you're going to be doing it in the dark, okay? This is not going to be something you do during the day. I mean, here it seems to be at dusk, right? So just before the sun sets and becomes the dark sun, which might be the moon, right? There you go. Not really the moon, but the dark sun. In this moment of now, it's speaking to me of potential, things that happen, like I like that the seeds germinate in the dark, right? So when seeds germinate in the dark, but they grow in the light, right? So they're like the sun has its place, but not yet. And there's some really good stuff coming to you in this situation, but it has to go through a darkness first, all right? So there will be work happening in the darkness before this situation resolves itself. And how it relates to your solar plexus situation, that might be where you're doing the work, where you're like turning some old thing like into compost that's going to help something else grow. Only you had to go through putting it in the dark and letting it rot a bit. Ha! Who knew rotting would be good? But yes, in compost, it's awesome. So yes, we want to do that thing. All right. The area where we're blocked is obstacles and challenges, which makes perfect sense that obstacles and challenges would block us. We have an opportunity in this situation to walk through them. I can see that this may look insurmountable, but with a quick leap, he'll be fine. There's a lot going on. It looks like he has a lot of help from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little sparkly dudes. 6 little sparkly dudes are there helping him along. I feel like the fairies are there presenting themselves and saying, you can do this. This is great. Oh, is there a bird carved? There's a bird carved on the ground he's standing on. Let's get closer. There's the bird he is standing on, and it's basically flapping its wings to say, fly over this. This gap is nothing. Fly over it. So it's a temporary block. Okay, don't be alarmed. There is this Queen of Swords. She's a little dark and spooky, but check her out. She's wearing a lampshade. That's kind of fun, right? So she is the Queen of Swords, and this Queen of Swords is very much so. Finding a lot of glare here. Yay! Not, but she is definitely. She's learning things. She is working towards things. I feel like she's working towards plotting and planning some things, which is a drag, but it's also blocked. So I would say you're not in a position to plan too much while you're working your way through the obstacles and challenges. So don't worry so much about getting too far ahead of yourself. You're in the process of trying to help someone or help something. So think about that more and about what's blocking you less. So this feels like it could be very easily for my Leos, different areas of your life. Some might be relationships, some might be regular life, and some might be business. So it wouldn't all have to be the same situation, going through all the same things at the same time. And then there's this, there's this fabulous warrior dude. He's pretty great. I can't say his name to save my life. I won't even try because it's terrible. But he's a fantastic warrior. He is covered in all kinds of metal and armor. So he is very much so prepared to go into battle. And he is like super intense. So as we look at him, he is also blocked. So overprotecting yourself is not going to be a good idea. Putting up shields massively to protect yourself in the real world is not going to be helpful. I think vulnerability will help you in some cases moving forward. Even with the Queen of Swords, that might be a very good answer to this Queen of Swords. It might disarm her completely. Be like, feelings? I'm used to nothing. What? Yeah, she's not going to know what to do with that. And of course, the heart chakra is our solution. So it shows us opening our hearts. Open your heart. Come at everything from your heart chakra and from your heart, and all the obstacles will just fall away. Because when you come from love, everything gets done, right? Judgment. Don't be mad about how it turns out. Okay, you're going to have an idea about how it should go, but it's going to go different, and that's okay. But it'll be mostly what you wanted, and that's all that matters. That is another bird. Yay, love that. So you're going to be coming out of it. You're going to come through this. It'll look different, so don't get mad if it looks different than you had planned, all right? It just is. Two of Swords. Two of Swords represents a version of control, a version of understanding what's going on around you, being empowered a little bit. But it also, in traditional tarot, has the two swords crossed, showing that you're exhibiting some fear, and you need to put everything down, look at it from a different angle, and find out that there's nothing to be afraid of. So, unfounded fear, right? So I want you to consider the possibilities that while you're dealing with your judgment, you might be having some unfounded fear. But when your heart's wide open, it gets a little sketchy. I understand. You feel very vulnerable. So yes, we want to do a little clarification. We have this deck here so we can clarify some of these cool cards. Let's do that. I'm going to go ahead and spread them out a little bit. And we'll clarify the dark sun. We're going to clarify the queen of, the armored guy. Armored guy. Clarify that guy. And we'll clarify nope, we're good. That's it. That's all we're going to do. Very nice. So we have the solar plexus. We're open to the possibilities of our emotional stuff getting all caught up and aired out, right? We're going to use our power to help other people, and probably under the cover of darkness, all right? But we will want to look for balance in this process, okay? This is the card that clarifies the dark sun, showing us that, yes, you can do some work in the light and you can do some work in the dark, but most of what you're going to do is in the dark. But use balance, do some here and some there, all right? And then the obstacles and challenges, we're, of course, talking about not too serious an obstacle. You can still get across. You're being assisted by the fairies, and it's not too terrible. You can fly. Boom, right there. Says so right there. But this lady who's going to try and control everything, because that's her nature, Queen of Swords, is going to be trying to get into the mix. That's going to be a drag. She's going to try and tell you what to do, how to do it, la la la, la la la. But you have your armor up, and I think in this case it's going to be very helpful. Well, the blocking, sorry, we had talked about the armor blocking you from moving forward. So coming at it with all that armor up is not so great. But we wanted no information about that, and we pulled helpless and hopeless. Yeah. So you approach it from here with all your armor up. You can and will be helpless and hopeless. Okay. So don't use your armor. Your armor is not a good idea. No armor required. The answer and the solution is the open-heartedness. We like that. No judgment. Don't be too judgy in this moment. And of course, no fear. All right. So that's pretty cool. I like that. It's a wide open, like walking through coals, man. Woo. It's going to be great because it feels so amazing when you get done. Sorry about that. And we will talk next. Thank you so much for being here, Leo. We'll talk next about the 14th through the 20th. Like and subscribe is totally free. And you'll get notifications when new videos are up. Yay. Comment below. It helps the algorithm. I appreciate that so much. I'm here to help you. That's my whole goal in this situation, is to help you in any way I can. So reach out if this didn't help you and you want something more personal, and I'm here for you. Okay? Thank you so much.